guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a quick review of the new Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Long Wear Concealer. And so without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I went and I picked up one shade. Everybody's been talking about it for the last 2 to 3 weeks, so I thought, why not, let's give it a try. And so I live in the UK, so if you're in the UK you can get your hands on this from Superdrugs. And so I picked up one shade. I picked up the shade C11.2. This is the closest match to my skin. There were like quite a few other ones, but I thought this would work perfect for my skin. And so a little bit of background information. So this retails for £6. It gives you ultimate full coverage. It is long wear. There are 60 shades, and this is supposed to give you 16 hours of wear. It's supposed to give you 20% more pigment and 20% more coverage, and it just says that it's good for blemish prone skin, and it has anti-inflammatory properties. So yeah, it's suitable for all skin types, and it's meant to offer full coverage whilst remaining crease proof, cakeless and breathable for a natural second skin like finish. And so it's available in 60 shades, and that's about it. So let's get right into the review. Anyway, so my skin is prepped. I am wearing my Fenty Beauty hydrating primer and my Fenty Beauty hydrating foundation. So firstly, it has, how much product does it have? So it has 5 ml of product for £6, which is, I think, affordable. So it comes with this brush applicator. I am doing a quick swatch. So this is the shade that I picked up. It's really nice consistency, almost like my Tarte Shape Tape. Like, it's thick and it's a great shade. So this is the shade that I picked up. It feels like there's really less product in here. It's a nice glass bottle. The look of it is very aesthetically pleasing to the eyes. And so yes, so I'm just gonna pop some right under my eye. Okay, it's nice and thick. It's easy to just basically spread. So that was like one dip in the bottle, which isn't enough. So I'm gonna go and dip it again. I feel like no matter how much I put, it will blend in very nicely, because I just don't know, like with my Tarte Shape Tape concealer, I only feel like putting a bit because I know it will go a long way, like it will be enough to cover the entire eye area. So but with this, I don't know, maybe it's because it's a really good shade, or maybe it's the consistency that it just makes me want to apply more and more. I wanted to pick up a much more lighter shade, but I couldn't find a good lighter shade because I feel like they had a bit more white or a bit more like pale tone. I wanted a tone that had a bit more yellow. This was the only one that had a bit of yellowness to it, and which I thought would have matched my skin. Anyways, I'm gonna try to blend this side. Okay, so it's nice and thick. It's blending out nice. So I'm using the brush to blend it out on one end, and I'll use a beauty blender for the other side. Okay, I think it's not working with the brush. Okay, with the brush I feel like it leaves brush stroke marks. Every time I try to like blend it out, I feel like it's leaving like strokes of the brush marks, and it's sort of removing my foundation. Not exactly removing, but you know how when you blend all your foundation in and it's sitting there all nicely, and then like you put something on top of it, and if it's making you work really hard to like blend that out, then it's kind of ruining the layer underneath it, if you get what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to use a beauty blender now. Okay, so it blends out nicely with a beauty blender. Maybe because I'm dabbing it, because with a brush you're sort of like you're trying to dab it in its place, but you still end up like, you know, moving it all around, whereas with a beauty blender you're just dabbing it in place. So now I'm just gonna blend out the other side. Okay, this side has blended out really nicely. I think this is nice for like, you know, going to work where you don't want to put too much makeup and you don't want to look like you're, you know, like fully baked, but you just want a natural, you know, like skin like finish without any like, you know, any pigmentation and any darkness or any sorts of blemishes and stuff like that. Then this is really good for that. Okay, I think that blended out nicely. In terms of coverage, I think it's done a pretty good job. Now I'm going to try and apply some powder and see if it creases and how it sits on top of the foundation with powder. So I'm just going to set the concealer now with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. Okay, so I'm going to let the powder sit there for a bit. Okay, so far the concealer is sitting there very nicely. So I'm just going to finish off this look. I'm just going to go for a very simple look. So I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara. And I'm going to use my 3D Lash Effect mascara from Primark. This is a really good mascara. I'm just going to finish it off with some bronzer. So I'm using my Hoola bronzing powder to just lightly contour. And now lastly, I'm using my Primark lip liner to lightly outline my lips. I'm just blending that out by rubbing my lips together. And now I'm using my Fenty Beauty lip gloss. This is the Gloss Bomb. And yeah, I'm just going to finish it off like this. And that's it for this look. So my thoughts on this concealer, I think it's a very affordable, you know, the concealer that just does the job. Yeah, it's that kind of concealer. It does work. So what are the highlights? The highlights, it's affordable, good coverage, but you do have to use a lot to get that good coverage. It might start creasing after a while just because it's super dry right now. I mean, obviously it's meant to, but it has dried out a lot. Like it's like a very matte finish. Yeah, I think that's about it. Would I buy it again? Yes, I will buy it again. Yeah, I think that's it for this video. If you haven't already liked the video, then please do so. And if you guys enjoy my review videos, then let me know in the comment section below so I can do more. And yeah, I shall see you in my next video. Bye.